Hear from people who are working to combat America's obesity problem.
There has been an increase in UA library security.
And meet the zoo's new baby zebra. All this and more tonight.
This is Wildcast.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Wildcast. I'm Sarah Canty.
And I'm Max Efren. Thanks for joining us tonight. It was an unexpectedly long trek, but the Space Shuttle Endeavour finally made it to its new museum home in Los Angeles. It traveled millions of miles in space, but its toughest route may have been its final one.
The 12-mile journey on a Los Angeles freeway delayed its arrival to the California Science Center by more than 17 hours. The Science Center and private donations paid $10 million for the shuttle's final transportation across Interstate 405. Endeavour will be on display at the Science Center at the end of the month.
Our nation is getting heavier, and Arizona is no exception. Reporter Alexa Vogt-Tritter caught up with locals that are trying to reverse this trend. Alexa?
Americans lately have been doing more consuming and less doing.
Obesity rates have risen across the board for children, young adults, college students, and all adults in the United States. So it continues to be an increasing, a growing problem.
According to the Office of Surgeon General, 66% of adults and almost 1 in 3 children are overweight or obese in southern Arizona, making it extremely important for Arizonans to move toward eating right and exercising.
And here at Oro Valley Fitness 24-Hour, they know exactly what it means to promote a healthy lifestyle.
Co-owner of Oro Valley Fitness, Frank Sulzer, says that a majority of Americans aren't paying close enough attention to what they're putting in their bodies.
Soda to me is one of America's biggest downfalls. We put more calories, just sugar calories, into our system from sugar. It messes with your metabolism, it promotes weight gain, and then our inactivity. We're such a sedentary population. We sit at our desk, we work all day, we sit in our car in transit, we get home, we sit in front of the television.
How can we combat this problem? Trainer and manager at OV Fitness, Sheila Kovacs, says that people need to have a positive attitude toward working out.
Don't think of it as a suffering, as pain. It's a good time. It's a time to smile, it's a time to have fun. Sweating for us is exciting.
As for parents, Kovacs says that it's important to show kids at a young age how to eat right and exercise, and lead by example.
Start walking with your children, make them move. They don't want to, you show them that you want to, and they may do it with you.
These habits and attitudes are what children take with them when they leave for college. Without a solid foundation, it is easy for students to slip into unhealthy habits, eating things like
Pizza and fast food and Panda Express, and that's okay every now and then, but eating more fruits and vegetables, getting more exercise, those are really good ways to help combat weight gain.
It's small, simple changes like switching from soda to juice or tossing the Snickers for an apple that can lead to a healthy lifestyle and a happier you.
So how do you keep yourself in shape, Max?
Well, from personal experience, just staying active. She's absolutely right about moderation. That's a huge factor. A lot of the habits that students pick up these days will follow them into their old age, and they won't be able to burn it off when they get old.
Yeah, moderation is key. I have my one day. Sunday is my day to eat unhealthy, and In-N-Out's my go-to.
That's a really good practice.
Yeah, but hundreds have participated in the Tucson AIDS Walk this weekend. Sunday marked the 24th annual fundraiser to benefit the Southern Arizona AIDS Foundation. The goal to raise more than $150,000 will go towards providing Southern Arizona with services like medical assistance, food programs, case management, HIV testing, and prevention programs. And we are all feeling the pressures of midterms, and more students are heading to the library.
You may have noticed that you have to swipe your CAT card to get in late at night.
And it's supposed to be a public library, but if only students are allowed in at night, how public is it? More than 1 million people pass through these doors each year. The University of Arizona Main Library is rolling out new security procedures to help keep things safe 24/7.
We've always had overnight CAT card requirements. The only thing that changed about a year ago, we switched from having it, instead of being at midnight, is what it used to be, it's now at 9 p.m.
Some students heading to the library for late-night studying are frustrated by technical difficulties. Even I couldn't get in.
Not letting me in.
It doesn't even work most of the time, and it's just annoying because then I have to wait for someone to come out of the doors and let me in.
Do you think it makes you feel safer?
No.
Those extra few hours of having to swipe your CAT card to get in at night might be keeping non-U of A students out of the library, but it's raising questions on, is this really public?
We actually still provide greater access than the actual public libraries around town do. So we are just as open to the public as any of the actual public libraries in Tucson.
Campus police say property crime and trespassing are the biggest issues they deal with, but the heightened security seems to be helping.
It accounts for the people that are actually entering the building, and it does help with safety because the staff knows that the people that are entering that building are university affiliated.
The other 27 public libraries around Pima County are not able to say who can and cannot enter their doors.
Regardless of where you are, at this point, you should be welcome and feel welcome in your library. We don't ask people where they live or if they have a home to live in.
So not only is it hard to obviously get through the door, but once you get in, you still have to use your Net ID to get onto the computers.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain. I've had some issues with it, but I understand what they're trying to do and the whole procedure surrounding it.
Yeah, it's all to keep us safe.
Of course, yeah. We'll bring you our CatCast weather update after the break.
With an undefeated 5-0 outcome for the Fall Classic Tournament.
The Occupy movement is taking hold because of its strength in numbers.
Tonight is the absolute last night to ride the trolley, as it is closing for 2 years.
Sitting on what used to be known as Bear Down Field, which will soon be U of A's new practice field.
I'm Evan Murray, reporting from McHale Center with Wildcast.
We're back to bring you our weekly CatCast. Our weather expert Thomas Null is in the UATV Pinpoint Weather Center to bring you a live report. Thomas?
Thanks, Max, and thanks for tuning in to the Pinpoint Weather Center. I'm Thomas Null. Well, you had a good cool down last week, but the hot temperatures are back, and they're going to stay for a while. I don't see any reprieve in hot temperatures until the beginning of November. That low pressure system that we had was a quick mover. Now it's off to the east of New Mexico and western portions of Texas. We're now over a high pressure system that's going to stay in the Four Corners until the beginning of November, as I said earlier. So if you have jackets or sweaters, you might want to put those away until November. We're going to have some above average temperatures. I'd expect your highs here at the U of A to be in the mid to upper 90s. And the lows, I think, are going to be pretty nice. The lows are going to be in the mid to lower 70s, like 72, 73. That's not going to be too bad. That's actually really nice overnight weather. And if we take a look at the current humidity, the humidity right now, it's not too bad. In the beginning of November, that low pressure system that's going to be moving in, that could increase our rain chances as well as our humidity. So if you have umbrellas and stuff, you might want to find those and get them ready for the beginning of November. As I said earlier, that is going to bring some higher humidity and chances of isolated thunderstorms in some portions of Tucson. So we'll keep an eye out for that. And that's your Pinpoint Forecast. I'm Thomas Null. Don't forget, you can always stay connected at UATV Channel 3. Just search for it on Facebook, and you can stay connected with all of your latest weather. Max, back to you.
Thanks, Thomas.
Last week, we brought you a story of how Students for Sustainability helped to sort waste during UA football tailgates.
This week, for the first time, Students for Sustainability teamed up with Tucson Meet Yourself to better educate people on what can be composted.
Ted Skroback went down to Tucson Meet Yourself to find out if people are beginning to be more aware of where their waste goes. Ted?
Hi, Wildcats.
Thousands of people at an event like this means tons of waste. That's where Students for Sustainability comes in to take care of the messy problem.
The paper plates can be composted.
Being green surrounds society these days. Relatively new to the green movement is composting.
Compost is a breakdown of food waste and vegetation.
Students for Sustainability can usually be found helping people sort their trash at University of Arizona events like tailgating.
This is a lot different audience and different waste streams that we're dealing with than tailgating.
This is the first year Students for Sustainability has teamed up with Tucson Meet Yourself.
The people in charge of Tucson Meet Yourself wanted to make Tucson Meet Yourself a little bit more environmentally friendly and sustainable.
Compost coaching is meant to help people correctly dispose of their waste.
Oh, that can be recycled in there, and styrofoam plates, yeah, that can be dumped in there. And then the napkin, actually, that can be composted. Okay. Good deal. Thank you.
We have our staff and volunteers go out and tell people about what they can and cannot compost.
Just helping out with the education and outreach of just making sure that people know, what food to compost, what can be recycled, and what would end up being trash.
Natalie explained to me that the feedback for the program has brought excitement.
People seem really, really excited. They thank me constantly for even telling them that there's composting. They have taken me aside and said thank you for all the work that you're doing, and the community seems to be embracing it and is really excited about it in general.
Reporting for Wildcast, Ted Skroback.
So were you able to get down there this weekend?
I was actually. I saw the recycling people, and they helped me throw away my food. It was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. The food was really good and really cheap.
It was. It really was. Campus Movie Festival was just last week, and the short films are online for your viewing pleasure. Reporter Caitlin Galante talked with some of the winners from last past, as well as those who participated this year. Caitlin?
Hi, Wildcats. The Campus Movie Festival is here at the University of Arizona. If you are unsure of what this actually is, it is the world's largest student film and music festival. CMF goes to different universities around the country and give participating teams 1 week to create their own short movies. The winners get to move on to compete against hundreds of hopefuls in the star-studded Hollywood Campus Movie Fest. I got a chance to speak to previous and current winners of the Campus Movie Festival.
So I helped produce a movie through Campus Movie Fest at U of A, and the film we made was selected to screen at the Cannes Film Festival in France last summer, and it was an incredible opportunity.
So our film is called Caution on the Floor, and basically for Campus Movie Fest you have 1 week to make a 5-minute film, and that's it. And then we ended up winning Best Comedy at the school level for Campus Movie Fest, and so we're really excited about that. We were just like, what's going on? Like, we're going to Cannes, should we go? We were able to manage a trip.
CMF is a great opportunity for students to show off their abilities and maybe even become the next Spielberg. Whatever role you may have in the short film, you will surely be exposed.
This year, I had another opportunity to participate in CMF again. We won Best Story for the movie Under the Bed, and then I also got the award for Best Actress for Under the Bed, and it was just such an incredible experience.
Last year, we won Best Drama for the film Dr. Shelley, and we got to go to Hollywood. It was a really great experience around other student filmmakers and just being in that creative environment with like-minded people who are as passionate about filmmaking as you are was the greatest opportunity.
Students at the University of Arizona have a great talent for film. The wonderful actress and directors that I got a chance to talk to have such an evident passion for what they do. The Campus Movie Fest is an excellent way for students to get a jump start in their careers in the world of film. Reporting at the Gallagher Theater in the Student Union, I'm Caitlin Galante for Wildcast.
It's amazing how fast they're able to put those together.
It really is. I watched a couple of the videos and they were surprisingly good.
If you thought you saw zombies strolling around Tucson this weekend, you were not mistaken. The 7th annual Zombie Walk kicked off downtown on Saturday to raise funds for the Community Food Bank of Southern Arizona. The festivities included a zombie dance party, costume contest, and free concert. Prizes were awarded for categories including Scariest Zombie and Best Zombie Hunter. The event is free every year, and the theme for 2012 was The End of the World. How do we get out?
Well, I actually went to that. Surprisingly, I didn't expect it. I was downtown, and I saw some people dressed up. I thought it was the end of the world. I was freaking out.
Oh, you were fooled.
I was kind of fooled, yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? You can find out more online. We'll give you the latest news updates, answer your questions, and post challenges on our Facebook page.
After the break, Tucson Zoo's newest member. Meet them.
I'm Derek Williams, the former U of A Wildcat. You're watching UATV. Don't change the channel.
I'll be right there.
Thanks, cameraman. You're my hero.
Welcome back. There's a new baby in town at the Reed Park Zoo, and the zoo didn't even know he was coming. Here's Wildcast reporter Chelsea Wold with more information about this black and white baby.
What is that, Logie? Zebra. That's a zebra, huh?
Reed Park Zoo has a new addition. A baby Grevy zebra was born on August 31st. But the news came as a big shock for Reed Park Zoo. They didn't even know any of their female zebras were pregnant.
Sometimes that happens when we aren't expecting pregnancies. They don't show all the signs. But the baby's very healthy, though. We've been monitoring it, making sure it's nursing, and the mom's taking care of it.
Reed Park Zoo cooperates with other zoos to trade animals. And when the mother zebra arrived to Reed Park Zoo in the spring, the zookeepers were unaware of her pregnancy. The zoo held a public naming contest to name the baby zebra, and the word Ajani was chosen, which in Swahili means he who wins the struggle, which is appropriate since Grevy zebras are endangered. The baby zebra has been quite the attraction for zoo goers, including some University of Arizona students. Sophomore Cassandra Beerworth was excited to see a baby version of her most beloved creature.
Zebra's my favorite animal.
Fortunately for University of Arizona students, the zoo is just a short distance from campus. And in about 11-minute drive, students can get up close and personal with exotic and endangered creatures. Freshman Caitlin Dixon was happy to explore the local Tucson community and make a trip to the zoo.
So I think the students at U of A should try and see everything Tucson has to offer.
Students should definitely take advantage of Reed Park Zoo's close proximity to campus and make a visit hopefully sooner than later to see a Johnny still as a baby. Reporting at Reed Park Zoo for Wildcast, I'm Chelsea Wold.
Felix Baumgartner broke the sound barrier on his final jump this weekend. He was equipped in astronaut gear and a parachute when he made the supersonic jump from the edge of space and landed in Roswell, New Mexico. He broke a 52-year-old altitude record. The 24-mile jump sets the record for the highest jump and fastest freefall velocity. The feat was also an advertising stint for Red Bull. They were able to garner tens of millions of dollars in ad exposure from the jump.
It's time for our weekly sports update. How did we do this week, Lauren?
Thanks, guys. And welcome, Wildcats. This weekend was kind of a quiet one in sports. The football team had a bye, but they have been busy practicing for their next home game for family weekend. The Cats face a 3-3 Washington at home Saturday and are looking for their first conference win. The men's golf team placed 8th at the Lone Star Invitational in San Antonio. However, the volleyball team had a successful weekend, beating Colorado 3-1 Sunday. Outside hitter Maddie Kingdon got her second straight double-double with 13 digs and 15 kills. The team faces 5th-ranked Oregon at home October 19th. That's it for me. Have a great week, everyone, and back to you guys.
Thank you, Lauren.
I'm pretty excited for Family Weekend.
Yeah, Family Weekend's always a good one.
But from all of us here at UATV, thanks for joining us. You can watch us anytime online at uatv.arizona.edu.
We'll see you back here next week for another edition of Wildcast.